Okay guys, in today's video, I'm gonna let you know what I've been doing with my NFTs in Solana. So first of all, I typically do not buy NFTs. I simply do loans, and then if I get paid back on my loans, then great. I get a crazy high. So my effective APY has been very, very high. So I get a really good APY. If not, I simply just default and I hold the NFT, or I sell it or flip it for a profit. So just going down, it's been a while since I do these videos. Typically they don't get the viewers that I like, but you know what? There are some of you that are asking for it. So as always, I promise and I'll deliver. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to about 40 days ago, because I probably stopped after this OK Bear about 80 days ago. So just going back 40 days ago, I've been trading and essentially doing loans on cyberfrogs. I did a lot of cyberfrogs in the last 40 days. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So main reason I do them is, one, something that's important with like lending is you have to have a backbone or community. So this NFT collection has a backbone, has a community, and more importantly, there has to be certain traits that are desirable. So giving you an example, very important would be something like a faction. So you can see that if you get lucky and you get an NFT that is essentially a faction, the floor price of factions are much higher than just the floor price. And then you also get something called alpha. So using these cyber frogs as an example, I think my last one would have been a good example. I can show you here. So you don't always get lucky, but hypothetically speaking, if I do a loan on a cyber frog and I give, 5 Solana and the floor price is maybe 5 or 6, so like an 80 to 90% loan to value, because these are only 1 week long, it's like if you get a frog like this where it has a faction, then it's like a no-brainer, because then instantly you get a bigger buffer zone. So super safe one. It's got a very, very strong community. The other thing that's very important is if we go on to Twitter, let's go find the boy. One of my all-time favorite artists is redoing the Cyberfrog artwork, and that is Scum. So if you don't know who this guy is, one, you've been living under a rock, but the other thing is you could just be not into NFTs, or, just not caring about the art, and that's fine, because I get it. Degen's got a degen, play what you want to play. So the main thing about Cyberfrogs, one, it's got a good community. Two, it's got a very good product, which is like its VThor and what it offers people. But I always hated the artwork, and Scum's gonna fix that. This is the guy, well, currently he does like his slimes, which are just some epic artworks. I can show you some. And more importantly, before then, he did like D-Gods. He's famous for doing like the Dead Gods Season 2. That's all like a lot of his art. Obviously, some people helped him and worked with him, but a lot of it was him. And you can see that this type of style is him. So this is his current like one-of-one PFP exchange art. They always do super well. They do like, I think they sell for like 200 Solana at the moment. Some super cool art. And yeah, basically he's redoing Cyberfrogs. So even if you end up defaulting, I recommend holding these bad boys. The other thing about them that's pretty cool is that they typically have a pretty cool range of like 5 to 10, and they've been bouncing in that range for the last few months. So even if you are like a little bit more of a flipper and a trader, you can buy one at like the low 5s, hold it for a bit. When the art gets announced, when some art gets revealed and it gets a lot more hype and a lot more people buy in, then you could potentially try and flip it, get, a few sold profit, and then you can thank me in the comments down below. So that's like one of the potential moves. The other thing, as always, I like after this OK Bear default, I've kind of given up on the bears. I think I cashed that out, took my loss, and I've just watched the bears just continue to sink and plummet. So I'm not going to do any loans on them anymore. I'm just going to let them cool off and see what they end up doing. But yeah, kind of stuck with the Degen apes. They've got a special place in my heart. I still think the art is top tier. However, they do get a lot more defaults than something like the Cyberfrogs. You can see here, I defaulted like in my last 40 days. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I've done 7, 8, 9. But not 3 of them of the 9. 3 of them are still active, so we can't even include them. So then of the 6, 3 of them defaulted. So the community is not too strong right now. The good news is, of these 3 defaults, I managed to quickly sell this beautiful one here for a profit. I think I got it at 6.7, and I quickly sold it for 8.9. So that was a super good one. Got some good profit. This beautiful policeman, I bought him, and I managed to sell him for some profit. And then this ugly one, well, not ugly, but this beautiful sensei one, ironically it's got the sensei hat, but I defaulted on him 2 weeks ago, and instead of selling him, just because the floor price kind of collapsed under me, it's 4.33, and then we can show you now. Oh wow, floor price has shot up recently. That's pretty cool. Oh no, wrong one, damn. I was gonna say, that seems way too high. So you can see I defaulted at 4.3, and then at the moment the floor price is about 4.3, but the instant sell is only at 3.5. And if we go to activity, it's a super slow grind. So it's not there yet. There's not too much demand for this. I am pretty optimistic as always. Oh, okay, this guy. This guy seems like a scammer, but we can message him later. Like I said, I don't think I'm going to sell it. I'm quite happy right now. If you go into the Degenerate Ape Academy, the main announcements that are pretty cool is, one, they've announced that you can start swapping trades again. So that's pretty bullish news, just because there's no demand for the apes right now, especially for the V2s, if you can't swap the trades. So it's kind of died down. The other thing that's pretty epic is they announced this yesterday, which is the Degenerate Ape Sensei whitelist form, where basically one of the coolest mints ever is going to happen soon on Solana, and that's by Solana Sensei. He's basically doing these amazing panda bears, and like, look at this art. It's super cool. This panda bear has been made and created by the same artist of the Degenerate Ape Academy, which is Monolith. So pretty bullish on that. And then basically, because I'm holding one of the apes, I could submit for whitelist. So it's a pretty nice win. So we'll see what happens there. And yeah, basically that's kind of it. So I'm holding him for a bit, and then I basically wanted to double down. I like the Degenerate Apes. I'm happy to do more loans. The Cyberfrogs, I'm chilling. But with the live trading, just to explain my thoughts on this one, basically the floor crashed to about 5 or something like that. This is a 2-week offer, so I gave a 4.3, and I got a really good rare trait, which is that Pope's hat. And weirdly enough, some of the Degenerate Apes are prepared to pay for rare trades. So as soon as I saw that rare trade, I was like happy to double down and just do another loan, because I'm pretty sure that this loan will be repaid. If it doesn't get repaid, I'm still happy to get a rare like ape on my hands. So then I doubled down and just went and got another Degenerate Ape. This one's more of an average floor guy, but it is what it is. But 4 to a floor of 5.7. We are super comfortable with a 2-week loan on that. And then I kind of was just like, okay, well, let's just do another higher self, because those are 1 week, so there's less risk. But obviously we did acknowledge that the floor is more thin. So I got in super low at 3.11 compared to 4.5 right now. Oops, I don't think that's right, because no, that's wrong. That must be Cyberfrogs. Cyberfrogs must be 4.5. This one must be much lower. Anyway, doesn't matter. Basically, not super happy about this one as well. It's got the desirable skin trait that I like, so I'm pretty comfortable. I'm pretty confident that all three of these will pay themselves back. If not, we're gonna hold some more apes. The current NFTs that I hold for record is I hold one Degenerate Ape Higher Self, just I think it's a good thing to acknowledge. I hold one Cyberfrog, but I bought this, I didn't default on it. I hold one Cyberfrog, and I hold one Galactic Echo, which I did default on. So those are my current NFT holdings, and I'll let you guys know. If I get the whitelist for these pandas, I definitely will mint one, just because I think it's super worth it. And yeah, let me know down below how your guys like NFT lending's going. I mean, my profit's been, this has been the best thing I've done in the last year and a half. So no regrets.